Hey everyone, it's me again. Now, I'm not here to do any big, long, epic, elaborate movie review or anything. I'm not here to, rant on and, just rant and bitch about some really bad comic book or movie or anything like that. No, it's nothing like that. What I'm here to talk to you about today is something very close, or rather someone very close to me. That someone, his username is Slycooper88. But his real name and the name that I often call him by is Steve. Now, the thing about Steve, I've been noticing something that his channel has been sort of cursed with obscurity, while my channel has sort of been getting very popular and very, very famous. And I don't really like that. This guy, I've been talking to him. He always wonders why I get a whole lot of views and he doesn't get a whole lot of views at all. Like, I start my series Supervillains Explored. He's doing a similar series where he's talking about, superheroes. He already did videos about the Doom Patrol and Dead Man and stuff, and those are cool. But the thing about his videos are nothing like mine. My videos are more like, see, the reason I started doing videos was because Steve started doing them, He's the guy who inspired me to buy a camera, get in front of it, and start presenting myself in front of the whole internet community. And, so far, I've been doing very well. I've had some good reception. I've had some bad reception. But I've never really paid attention to any of the trolls and haters and naysayers who have gone on my channel, all spouting all kinds of foul words about me. I generally ignore those people and remove their comments. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. The minute you send me a message, or you get on my channel, or you send me an email where you basically, or you send Steve a message saying that he's trying to benefit from my success, that he's basically trying to leech off of me to gain subscribers and viewers, and that he's absolutely pathetic for doing so, and that he's just using me as an outlet so that he can be famous and that he can be successful, and that he's ripping off me. You know what? Let me tell you something. That's not the way it is. This guy and I, we've been friends for God knows how many years. I've known him for like 4 years of my whole life. 4 years. Me and him, we've gotten on the internet and we've talked and talked and talked. Sometimes we would just talk about the most mundane, boring subject you could ever think of. Other times, we would talk about real personal shit. And the reason I've never met this guy in real life, I don't know if I ever could meet him in real life. But I tell you something, I consider him to be just as close of a friend to me as any other one of the friends that I know in real life. This is a guy who he's done so much for me. He's given me so many words of encouragement, so many words of wisdom, so many words that even now that I even live by. And I've done the same for him. And the reason why he and I are such great friends is because that we both, we're both autistic kids, We're both kids. We have Asperger's, We have Asperger's syndrome, That's something I was diagnosed with when I was just a tiny little kid. So I'm different from most other kids my age. I'm not one of these teeny boppers who carries his cell phone with him everywhere he goes, and he's banging four hot chicks in his car at the same time, and he can bench press a truck on one side of a bar and a school bus on the other. I'm not like that. But Steve, he understands me. He understands all the difficulties and all the hardships that I've gone through in my life, and I understand his. Now look, I'm not trying to make this sound too personal I'm not trying to make this sound like a homosexual love letter or anything, but I think you get what I'm saying. I think you get the meaning of this little video. And the reason for my removing of the mask, I think James Rolfe said it very, very beautifully in his Angry Video Game Nerd Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde review. You've heard the sincerity in my voice. Now see it in my eyes. This is a guy, my friend Steve, my good friend Steve, Slycooper88, Dr. Strange88, whatever you want to call him. And this guy has had such a hard time from all kinds of stray random YouTubers. And there have been so many people sending me messages saying that, why do you tolerate this guy? Why do you let him rip you off? He's not ripping me off. He's my good friend. And he's the reason why I started making videos in the first place. He was making videos long before I was. Okay? He started doing videos in early 2008. Okay? I didn't even have a camera back then. I didn't even have this Mac back then. Alright? So, I knew nothing about video making. He knew everything about it. Because this guy, he's got 94 videos on his channel right now. So, I just can't believe some of the things I've read about him. Like, I just can't believe the way he's been treated. This is now he when Steve and I, when we would talk, he would give me all kinds of advice about making videos. Okay, he talked about how they're organized on YouTube and how he sets up the camera angles and stuff, and that has influenced me greatly. Okay? Now, even so, I haven't structured my videos after his. When I do these long, elaborate movie reviews or these video game reviews, like my Jurassic Park 3 or my Castlevania Lords of Shadow review, you know, the one person who has inspired me the most, I think there have been two people who have inspired me the most to do videos and try to make movies. Those two people are Steve and James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd. Now, Steve, his videos, they're nothing like mine. My videos kind of have a little bit better production value than his does, you know, because I've got movie footage and pictures running across, and I've got music in the background. And the only reason why I'm doing my videos is like that is because, like I said, I'm influenced by other internet reviewers like the Nostalgia Critic, like James Rolfe, like Noah Antweiler, aka Spoonie, and a multitude of other internet reviewers out there. Because when I talk about a movie that's just as bad and horrendous as Jurassic Park 3, I really feel like the only proper way to do justice to a movie that's just as horrendously shitty and god awful as that is to actually show you like segments and clips spliced from the whole movie and actually sort of point out all the things, all the flaws, and all the stupid crap that the filmmakers put in there. Okay? That's how I've been influenced in doing my videos. Do you have any fucking idea how long that review took me to make? Do you have any idea? That review took me, like, it basically took me an entire month. No, wait, not an entire month. It took me 2 months. Because, like, I started writing it in November. I started planning it at the end of November. I started, adding all the images, recording all the film footage, and putting that all together in the way that was consistent with the script that I wrote. I started doing all that in December and through early January, and I started actually recording voiceovers for that thing in like early January. It took me a long ass fucking time to make that thing. So, and then YouTube thinks that they can stop me from putting it on here with their copyright claims. Well, you know what? I took a page out of the 1961 revision of the state law of fair use, and I shoved it in their faces. I shoved that in their fucking faces. And I showed them just how fucked up and ass backwards that their fucking little copyright policy was.